So this video is part of a series, and you should not attempt to do this particular exercise until you first mastered the other videos, the bolt test, first of all, to evaluate progress and see where you are, the breathe light to breathe right um, video, and that you should spend a good bit of time as a TMD patient doing that first, and then the warm up, the TMD warm up. So there's three other videos prior to this. You should have mastered these videos before going on to simulate high altitude training while walking. Now, one of the things that in athletics, they've noted that when people train in high altitude, their red blood cells increase because there's less oxygen up there. And so these people get more red blood cells and they tend to perform better when they go back to the normal altitude. Now, what we're doing with this particular exercise is fooling your body and teaching your body to breathe under high altitude type conditions, even though you're not in high altitude, in order to increase the number of red blood cells, in order to increase your body's capacity and ability to breathe well. And this is what this particular exercise is about. But everything should be done slowly. A lot of the exercises are for athletes and improving their competition. We are just wanting you to breathe better every day. We want you to go slow. We want you to master each one of the videos. Um, it's very important. And this video is brought to you by the Atlanta TMD Institute, which its purpose is to educate dental and medical professionals in TMD. So if you are a physician, a dentist, speech pathologist, physical therapist, thank you for watching the video. This is one of our purposes. And to develop knowledge of TMD disorders, temperamental disorders, which is in chaos now, I think. And finally, we represent a place of uh, final treatment in that we will take TMD patients from other dentists, from other specialists, and we're starting to see a lot of this from specialty care, neurologists, other TMD specialists, because this is, the Atlanta TMD Institute is for complex uh, treatment. But thank you for looking at the video. And again, the title of this particular video is Simulate High Altitude Training While Walking. And as you know, part of our treatment is to get you to exercise, and you are required as a patient to do 1 hour of daily walking, light jogging. I prefer walking, and you can do these exercises with your daily walking, right? And this is your first breath building exercise, the first one. The previous ones are teaching you how to breathe correctly and how to prepare to do this particular exercise, getting ready for it. But this is your first real treatment exercise, and you want to do it correctly. I usually recommend that you walk in the morning because if you walk with the sun rising, it sets your what we call circadian rhythm, your natural daily rhythm of life with sun up and sun down, and it it helps sleep and it helps stabilize your entire physiology, the way your whole body works. But you're going to walk a little bit, and it says after a minute of continuous walking, which you can do more than a minute if you so desire, gently exhale. Remember, gently exhale, and then pinch your nose to hold your breath. And again, if you're in public, you don't have to do that. But in the morning, if it's a morning walk, you can hold your your nose if you with. But again, holding the nose is to emphasize that you are not going to be breathing. And again, pinching your nose is not required, uh, but it helps you remember not to breathe. But if you feel uncomfortable pinching your nose while walking in public, or even by, if you're walking by yourself, you just don't want to hold your nose. I'm holding my nose right now. Uh, you can simply hold your breath without holding your nose. It's not required. So I want to emphasize that you're not trying to hold your breath as long as possible. Please don't. And you see this young lady, she had a difficult workout, and of course she has air hunger, but it's very strong. And it's from working out too much, probably, because you can see she's kind of sweaty. But in this particular instance, you want to create an air shortage, and you learned how to do that with the BOLT score, remember? So you stop breathing until you had your first sign of air shortage. But this one is a medium to strong shortage, so it's a little bit more. So you're increasing your breath holds a little bit more than you would with a BOLT score. Got it? And this is just, it's hard to describe because it's something that you're going to have to feel, but you'll learn it. So again, hold your breath longer than what you would with a bolt. The bolt is the first sign of air hunger, right? This is a high altitude training. You are going to hold your breath a little longer and a little stronger, right? So continue to walk while holding your breath until you feel a medium to strong air shortage now. A little bit more, so you should be able to know the difference. Okay, so you've held your breath until there's a moderate or strong air hunger. You release your nose. Inhale. Try to do gentle, no dramatic stuff, right? Right. You let your body deal with these issues slowly. So inhale through your nose and minimize your breathing by taking very short breaths for about 15 seconds. So you've got this air hunger, medium to strong, and then you want to breathe, right? And you have to teach your body, hey, body, calm down. Don't go crazy panting. So you want to minimize your breathing on purpose. You're controlling your body now. Minimize your breathing by taking very short breaths, right? Not long, deep one. That might have been your older way of doing things, but you're taking very short breaths, and continue to do this for about 15 seconds. So, and then allow your breathing to go right back to normal while you're walking. Remember, you're walking while you're doing this. You just challenged your body. You just said, hey, body, I'm going to give you a challenge. I'm going to give you a chore, and I want you to get through it. And this chore is going to teach you to deal with not having a breath and to remain calm and to respond back normally. Got it? So release your nose, inhale, not, it should be a short inhale. It's a short breath. Minimize your breathing. So don't take deep breath and don't pant. Just minimize your breathing. And then while you're walking for the next 15 seconds, take these short breaths in and out, controlled, no panting, and then allow your breathing to return to normal. Very important. So if you haven't figured out, you're going to be doing these challenges to the body by holding your breath until you have a medium or strong desire to breathe. You're going to hold your breath, then let go, control your recovery, and then you're going to go walk about 30 seconds, half a minute, regular, chill out. And then you're going to repeat the exercise once again. Same exercise once again. So again, there's really nothing complex about this particular exercise because you're going to go back, you're going to do the same breath hold. And again, same as before, a medium to strong hunger for air now. It's not a just first sign of air hunger. So you're challenging your body several times. you're challenging it by holding your breath now a little bit longer, right? Remember now, you're not holding your breath until you die or longest you can, but you are challenging the body a little bit more than you did with the bolt test, remember? So you're creating challenges to the body very slowly. You want the body to get used to this. So again, you've held your breath until you had a medium to strong desire to breathe. You release your nose and you minimize your breathing. That means that if you're panting, you did too much. You went too long. You go back. You, instead of going to a strong desire, go to a medium desire. Breathe a little earlier. Let your body do its thing. Work with your body. Don't force your body to do something it's not ready to do. So again, release your nose and control your breathing. You should be taking short, not deep, relaxed short breaths, multiple, rather than no deep breaths, please. That's hyperventilation. We're trying to teach your body not to hyperventilate and take in huge gulps of air. We want you to get used to a little bit of a panic. Oh my God, I have a moderate need for air. I have to breathe. No, you don't want to do that. You want to teach your body to recover. Also, you're learning how to recover from breath holds. Very important. And you're going to do this. You're going to walk for 15 seconds recovering, right? And you're going to take those short breaths to recover your oxygen. And then again, you're going to go to your regular breathing while you're walking. So again, you're going to repeat these breath holds to medium to strong air hunger 8 to 10 times. So repeat breath holds 8 to 10 times while continuing to walk. So you are walking now, which is different from these two people here. They're doing yoga breathing and they are doing it seated. You are teaching your body to walk, which I think is a better thing because that's more what humans do. We hunt, we move around. God meant us to do movement. So repeat whole breaths 8 to 10 times. Continue walking while continuing to walk. Form your breath hold about every minute or so in order to create a medium to strong need for air, and then teach your body to recover quietly, without panting, without any panic. So your brain is starting to realize that it doesn't have to panic when there are breathing problems. And again, the same thing is done in yoga. And they are below teaching their body to breathe in, breathe out, and correct. And so here, however, a little different, we are decreasing the oxygen or the air for short periods of time to teach your body to increase its CO2. And as you increase your CO2, your breathing capacity and ability to, for a number of reasons that we get in later, will be able to breathe better. So just remember, what are you doing? You're teaching your body to deal comfortably and quietly without breathing until you get a moderate to strong desire to breathe and to recover. In other words, okay, so you just held your breath too long, right? Because you got a strong desire to breathe. So we want you then to learn how to recover from that event that you caused. You just stress the body, tell the body this is no big deal. Here, let's recover. And recover over 15 seconds, breathing normally with short breaths without any panting. So again, everything is do it well, learn how to hold your breath while you're relaxed to now a medium to strong amount. You're teaching your body to be able to do that. You're building up your CO2, which you want to do. Then you're teaching your body, don't panic, relax, recover quietly, right? Over 15 seconds. And then you want to repeat the exercise for a total of 8 to 10 breath holds during your walk. Got it? This is very important. This is not a difficult exercise to do. Um, and you just don't want to overdo it. The problem is you might say, well, gee, I want to do 100,000 times, but you can increase the amount over time with your training as your body becomes adapted. You want to go slow. You want to go slow. Slow is better. Learn. You're a TMD patient. You're not an Olympic athlete. Please learn to go slow, accept your progress, enjoy life, enjoy that morning walk. Look at the green, look at the green trees and grass, look at the blue skies, look at, breathe in, listen to the birds. It's wonderful. Watch the sun come up because the sun is life, and let it pour into your eyes and soak it in, and just enjoy your life, because there are very few things that are that important. And when you're connecting to your body, breathing, connecting to the world, you feel better, you cope better, and you don't need a whole lot of medications for nervousness. I mean, one of the things that these breath holds exercises do is increase your oxygen, so your anxiety and depression decreases. And I hate medications. If you look at the warning signs on all of these medications, you're just going to be floored. Um, and the amount of suicide has increased dramatically, and they're saying, well, that's because of COVID. But also, they're prescribing lots of depressive medications, anxiety medications, and there are a lot of serious consequences, and many of which say in the actual insert, suicidal ideation, which means you can see yourself committing suicide when you take these drugs. That's crazy. Come on. That's not real. That's not human. I don't know. I don't know why we do this. When you can go out and walk every morning, learn to control your breath. And this is one of the reasons that people have depression. And I've written a whole area of a book that goes over all of these things. So there you go. I am giving you some preaching here because I feel like these exercises are simple. They don't cost anything. You can do them every day, and you can improve and enjoy your life. So I did not create this material. This exercise was written by Patrick McEwen. And Patrick wrote the book, The Oxygen Advantage, which I encourage you to purchase. You can also go on Audible and get an actual audio of the book so that you can listen to it when you're working out or listen to it when you're relaxing. And the book is not a hard read. You can go through it. You just want to study it and think about what Patrick is teaching. But his materials came from Dr. Konstantin Butenko's research. So again, this material originates from Dr. Konstantin Butenko's research and from the Oxygen Advantage book written by Patrick McEwen, who learned directly from Dr. Butenko.